Hello YouTube, welcome back to Driving Up Stocks. Thank you for joining us on another Monday commute to work. Appreciate you being here. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If it's your 78th time here and you haven't hit that subscribe button, what the heck were you thinking? Hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you. And for those of you that have been around, you know the drill. For those of you that are new to the channel, we don't just smash the like button here. We climb the turnbuckles, get up on that third turnbuckle, and we drop that Macho Man Randy Savage flying elbow drop on the like button. So please do that before you take off here. So getting right into our Robinhood portfolio update. We ended the trading week Friday at $220.53. So we were down about 2% from the previous Friday. It was kind of a down week all week. I mean, we would drop and we'd go back up, and honestly, the only thing that saved me this past week was the cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrencies really jumped. They started at the end of the week, which brought my portfolio back up, and then that continued in through the weekend. I want to say Bitcoin hit like 11,700. Dogecoin was up to almost 0.004, whatever. I mean, there, you know, that's a very small fraction. Fraction of a cent. Jeez, I don't know where my mind went there. I apologize. But yeah, the cryptos were the main factor there in us going kind of rebounding at the end of last week. So I guess thanks. We know my opinion on crypto. Just not a big fan of it. Trying to wait until it gets to a certain point. Get the heck out of that crypto. The good thing is that when the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin were all taken off, Ethereum and Litecoin did as well. So those are like inching closer and closer to a selling point, thankfully. Wanted to try to get out of those things. As far as my portfolios go, not a lot in the news. Abbvie, there's some discussion that Abbvie is working on some kind of a cure or vaccine for that which shall not be named, Lord Voldemort. So see if that has any impact. That kind of came out over the weekend. We'll see if that has any impact here start of the day. The only other thing is it was confirmed now, I guess. Again, I still haven't got to read the whole article, so I don't know the specifics on it, but that what I talked about in one of my last videos, might have even been the last video, where AMC stock went up, because there's discussion that they're going to start shortening the time that these basically these blockbusters are in the theaters. So instead of being like a 3-month time, it might be in theaters for a month and a half, 2 months. Like I said, I didn't get to read the specifics on if it outlined the exact timing, but basically before it goes on to like a streaming service or in demand or Blu-ray, that length of time is going to be less coming up when we start seeing some blockbusters hit the theaters again, which I cannot wait for that. Early today, they did drop. I double-checked, and there wasn't really any new news, but most of my portfolio stuff. It was another one of those days that kind of gets my hopes up because my portfolio shot up. Pre-market, it was up to almost $223. We were looking good, and then as soon as the market opened, the bottom fell out. It dropped down to like 219. It's back up over 220 now. But it's just one of those days where pre-market kind of gets your hopes up, where you have this big spike and then everything just went and again, the cryptocurrency started to go up, trickle up just a smidge, so that kind of started bringing us up just a little bit. All right, as far as portfolio updates, as far as stocks go, that's it. Don't really have anything going on right this second. I'm not putting in my monthly investment yet. I'm kind of waiting to see how things go, what the stocks look like here over the next few days. Try to get a real good buy-in point on some of these. Also, do have a couple of dividends that are going to be paid out. I believe that's going to be at the end, probably close to the end of next week. I have 3, I think, that are paying out. I about said T-Mobile. I don't have T-Mobile. AT&T, Verizon, and Abbvie all have dividends that'll be paying out here shortly. A lot of earnings calls this week. I think the biggest one for me, I think, this week is Realty Income. Don't know that they already increased their dividend this year. I doubt they're going to do that. I just imagine you're going to get a lot of updates on how things are reopening and they're going to start getting more income, that kind of deal. They are not one that cut their dividend like some others, which is good, because that's what you get into REITs. I've talked about this several times. REITs and the ETFs, that's what you get into them for, is the dividend. You know, granted, nobody's guaranteed a dividend, but if that's like one of the specific perks of having your stock, you shouldn't get rid of it. You know, when Ford gets rid of their stock, I mean, that's a nice little perk to have with it, but it's not something that's ever guaranteed. But like, that's kind of the basis for some of these, is you can get into real estate, or you can get into like this technology sector, or the oil sector, energy sector, and be real diversified for a small amount of money, and you get, you know, a monthly or quarterly kickback. So it's kind of crappy when those companies like that cut their dividends. But Realty Income actually was one of the few that not only didn't cut their dividend, but they actually increased it. So thank you, Realty Income. We love you guys. And it just kind of, to wrap this up, I talked in last week's video about the possibility of changing up my format to only doing one, at least until things pick up and we've got, you know, some better activity and more stuff going on, and I have more time to get into the nuts and bolts and do some research, so I have things to talk about on here, so I'm not boring you to death. I did discuss only doing one portfolio update a week, so I think, kind of looking at some comments and things like that, and some behind the scenes stuff, I think what I'm going to do is kind of split the difference, have like a happy medium. What I'll do is I will continue to do the portfolio updates on Mondays. Thursdays, if I have some news or some things to share, that's going to be like more of like a special edition, or you know, just informational. I still want to do a Thursday update, but it'll be like more topic related rather than portfolio update. But if I don't really have a good topic or enough to fill more than, you know, 2 or 3 minutes of time, I will kind of roll in a portfolio update with it. So I'll probably continue with this format the rest of this week, and start that new format next week. So for this week, everything will stay the same. End of the week update on Monday, midweek update on Thursday, but then starting next week, if we don't have much of an update for Thursday, it'll be a more of a some kind of a topic that we'll go over, or maybe like a rant kind of deal or something, news. But hey, as always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy yourselves out there. Be safe. Make sure you maintain your social distancing like they're asking us to, I guess. Wear your mask out in public. Don't be hacking and coughing all over people. Rude. Sorry. But yeah. So until Thursday, I will talk to you all later. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the heck out of all of yous. Bye-bye.